A tragic incident unfolded in Apple Valley on Saturday, resulting in the fatal shooting of a 15-year-old by deputies from the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department, following reports of a disturbance. Family members had alerted authorities that the teenager, identified as Ryan Gaynor, was assaulting them and causing property damage.
Where's he at? Hey, get back! Get back, you're getting shot!
Gaynor continues to approach, prompting the deputy to fire his weapon in self-defense. He was transported to a local hospital where he was pronounced dead. On the next video, a man is facing a slew of charges after leading Coweta County deputies on 2 separate chases, one of which involved a patrol car. The incident began when deputies pulled over a Nissan Sentra on WY-16 near Bibb Road at approximately 1 p.m. on Wednesday. The driver, identified as Antavius Boyd, was found to have a suspended license and allegedly ignored commands from the deputy.
1080, 1080. One 1080. He's stuck in some traffic behind a school bus. I got stripped up. He's just passed the school bus on a double yellow, almost went head on. We're passing the CNC furniture store right now. Going the thing. I see y'all. Good trip. Alright, passing Mayor. Let me get somebody call over so I can pin him real quick. Speed 103.
Law enforcement used a pit maneuver to stop Boyd near Y-70.
23 Lily. Hey, 10, back to 50. Start EMS. Start EMS.
Deputies managed to halt him on the Noonan bypass near Hospital Road. During the apprehension, Boyd resisted arrest, necessitating physical restraint before he was placed in the back seat of a patrol vehicle.
Watch out, watch out. Lay the back, man. Oh, yo! Take control bar.
Yeah, took a Tahoe, headed towards Noonan, and just had a tire come off.
1411 Melon Navy came on 10-8 today. All right, relax. Hey, we're good. We got him. Relax. We got him. Calm down. We're good. Hey, here's what we're gonna do. Grab me some shackles.
One individual from the car struck by Boyd was transported to the hospital with minor injuries. Boyd faces a comprehensive list of charges including following too closely, passing in a no-passing zone, destruction of government property, driving on a suspended license, reckless driving, 2 counts of fleeing and eluding, obstruction of a police officer, theft by taking, 3 counts of aggravated assault, and hit and run with injury. The Pierce County Sheriff's Department apprehended a robbery suspect following an incident at a 7-Eleven on December 16th. Authorities responded to reports of an armed robbery at the 7-Eleven located on 138th Street and Pacific Avenue South at approximately 7:30 a.m. Witnesses described the suspect fleeing in a dark gray sedan with a damaged taillight. Shortly after, deputies received information that a similar vehicle had crashed into a fire hydrant at 112th Street East and Waller Road East.
You want me to use my PA?
I can use mine.
Okay. I'll hold him at gunpoint.
Code for the actor, this is the Pierce County Sheriff's Department. You are under arrest. Exit the vehicle with your hands up.
When they attempted a felony stop, the suspect took off.
All right, there he goes.
Deputies pursued the vehicle and caught him at 128th and Waller when he crashed into a utility pole.
There's a wreck down 128th and Waller.
Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Let me see your hands! Hey, Kev, let's back up. Let me see your hands! Yep. Hands up!
Get out and lay on your chest.
Around. Step out, face away from us.
I'm gonna move up.
Do not reach for anything.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Hands behind your back. Yes, yes.
Yep.
How's that car look?
Not good. Now.
After his arrest, deputy pulled the suspect out to have him identified by the victims in the robbery. And once they confirmed he was the actual suspect, deputies were going to have him sit back into the vehicle, but he decided to make a run for it. He was in handcuffs and he was wearing slides. And thanks to News Cam Man 1, we have footage of that. The deputy who made the second capture was driving the victims back to the store when he saw the suspect make a break for it. He jumped out of his car and made sure this robber wouldn't be able to get away without facing accountability for his actions that day. This video went a little viral and we heard about some people that were upset about how the suspect fell. Whether they push, trip, or tackle him to stop him, he probably will not fall favorably. But he chose to run in handcuffs after committing a violent felony. This was not a shoplift suspect. Once he was down and back in custody, the use of force stopped and he was escorted back to the vehicle. I don't know about you, but I don't like to play tackle football on the street because both the offense and the defense are going to feel it. But what I do know is we can't play two-hand touch in a tackle football game. I'm sorry it didn't look pretty and that there was no pillow or field turf to break his fall, but that was his choice. After being medically cleared, that suspect was booked into the Pierce County Jail for robbery in the first degree, felony eluding, and because he tried to escape from police custody, he got another charge of escape in the third degree, which is also a felony.
The Indian River County Sheriff's Office released dramatic footage detailing a manhunt and apprehension of Lequan Stefan Jackson, a suspect wanted for a shooting in Miami. According to the Sheriff's Office, Jackson, 26, from Vero Beach, was sought following a Miami shooting incident where he faced charges of attempted murder and 3 counts of tampering with a victim. Considered armed and dangerous, Jackson was spotted crossing county lines in a stolen vehicle.
Sheriff's on his car! Put the window down! Hands out the window! Who else in the car with you?
Nobody!
Keep your hands out the window!
What did I do?
Stand by!
And we'll set up perfectly, by God's word, we're perfectly set up right now for a vet, 4th and run. I'm not going to go against the good Lord. Hit it. Adam, okay, you ready? Go. Bench, bench, bench.
Keep your hands up. It's fine, just exit the car. Go ahead. prove yourself, man. Prove yourself. You didn't do it. Prove yourself. You didn't do wrong.
Yeah, this is him. I got him. Alright, hands are up. Alright, we're disconnecting. You guys take a lead.
To facilitate Jackson's surrender, his family made contact and eventually convinced him to turn himself in. Video footage captured the moment of his surrender to deputies. Following his apprehension, Jackson was taken into custody and transported to IRC jail. He faces serious charges including attempted murder and tampering with victims, and was scheduled to appear in bond court without bond set. Julissa Thaler, mother of Eli Hart, has been sentenced to life in prison without parole for the murder of her 6-year-old son on May 20, 2022. Thaler, 29, of Spring Park, was convicted of first-degree murder. During her sentencing on Thursday, February 16, she maintained her innocence, used profanity, and disparaged those present in court.
There is no tire there. All right. There's what?
There's blood all over the car.
I have a broken windshield and I'm missing a tire because some kids were shooting at my car. I had some.
What looks like blood in there? And
It's not blood, it's deer meat. I had a big bag and there's a farm around here that does deer meat and hamburgers. So.
Shotgun shells all over the side.
yeah. Holy. We got a body. All right, let's cover it.
Authorities reported that Thaler fatally shot Eli multiple times with a shotgun inside her vehicle and then concealed his body in the trunk. Police discovered the gruesome scene after pulling Thaler over for driving on a rim and noticing damage to her vehicle. Eli's body was found during the investigation, leading to Thaler's immediate arrest. Up next, a Colorado police officer had an unexpected discovery while searching a car for drugs at Prospect Park in Wheat Ridge on Sunday night. The officer noticed drug paraphernalia in plain sight inside the car. Simultaneously, the car's owner arrived at the location via Uber, explaining that a friend had borrowed the vehicle and instructed them to retrieve it there. The owner voluntarily allowed the officer to search the car. During the search, alongside drugs and a firearm, the officer opened a large plastic bin and found a fully grown rattlesnake inside. Body camera footage captured the officer's startled reaction as he exclaimed about the snake.
Yo, you got a rattlesnake in here? What the dude? Are you kidding me? There's a live rattlesnake in this bin. Yeah, it's rattling at me. Did you know about that? I'm not gonna open the box again. Okay, that explains the noise I was hearing. Hey, Angie, look at this thing. It just cocked back and started trying to snap at me, and I opened that.
Holy, that's a big one.
Yeah, well, so you guys got a passenger on board. Wow, like honestly, I never expected to see that. Okay. Does he have any other like things that might bite me or?
I don't even know. I was not expecting you to say that.
Yeah, no, neither was I. Okay. I'm just glad it didn't bite me. I mean, hey, it's a funny story now. So. Oh, well, that's as soon as I opened it, I saw it cock its head back at me, and I slammed it shut. I've seen enough Steve Irwin documentaries. I know how these things go.
At present, the car owner is not facing charges. Police are attempting to locate and question the friend who borrowed the car, as there are unanswered questions surrounding the unusual contents found inside. Following the discovery, the police confiscated the drugs and firearm, but did not remove the rattlesnake from the vehicle. They recommended that the owner take the snake to a 24-hour veterinary clinic for proper care.
This incident was reported to 911 at 3 a.m. by residents of an apartment complex. They reported that an unknown person was heard yelling for help. One resident reported that a male suspect had someone and was armed with a knife. The suspect was reported to be a white male wearing a black shirt and black shorts with a beard. Here's the audio from the 911 calls.
It's outside, I think. I just heard someone screaming, "Help me." It was right outside. I came outside and she's not here anymore. But she repeatedly was asking for help, and then I don't know, it sounded like she might have covered her mouth or something.
There was, I think, a guy who was trying to this young woman in front of me. The guy had a knife.
When officers arrived, they contacted the victim, who had suffered injuries from the attack. Police determined the unknown male suspect had entered the victim's apartment, armed with a knife, and attempted to sexually assault the victim. During the attack, the victim was able to run outside and yell for help. This is what led to the 911 calls. A search for the male suspect was conducted, but police could not initially locate him. As the investigation progressed, police were able to gather information about the male suspect, who lived in the same apartment complex. A perimeter was established around the suspect's first-floor apartment. The suspect, armed with a knife and possibly a gun, barricaded himself inside, threatening to commit suicide. While patrol officers staged for the SWAT team to arrive, the suspect threw a homemade firebomb out from his apartment towards the staircase of the building. The device did not ignite. There were no injuries to officers or community members, and no damage to property. The suspect then ran to the third floor, forcibly entering an apartment and barricading himself inside. As officers attempted to negotiate with the suspect, he broke an apartment window and climbed onto the roof. Shortly thereafter, one officer heard glass breaking on the east side of the building. That officer walked around the building and observed the suspect on the roof. The suspect began kicking a window to another third-floor apartment, trying to gain access. Here is the body-worn camera video.
Hey, he's breaking out over here on the east side, guys. East side, he's already out. Stand by, come here, windows breaking. We need to 4-point this whole complex. He's on the roof right now, stand by. He didn't see me yet. East side. Okay, he's running back towards the west. We need to 4-point the complex, 4-point the complex.
The suspect was unable to gain access to the apartment and walked west on the roof, out of the officer's sight. The officer then located the suspect on the second-floor roof, holding a knife, and ordered the suspect to drop the knife. Here's the body-worn camera video of the contact with the armed suspect.
Drop the guy, drop the knife. Get on the ground, get on the ground. Get on the ground, man, come on. Just drop the knife, don't hit. He's got the knife in his hand.
SWAT team officers ordered the suspect to drop the knife, but he refused. Negotiations were attempted by SWAT team officers who later used 37mm less lethal devices in efforts to disarm the suspect. Here's the body-worn camera video showing the use of the less lethal devices by SWAT team officers.
Come out now, come out now. Get in there. Drop it! Hit him again. Drop the knife. Put me down.
While still armed with a knife, the suspect sat down on the roof as SWAT team officers continued to negotiate with him. Here is the additional body-worn camera footage of the SWAT officers talking with the suspect and the use of the less lethal devices.
Drop it, buddy. Taxi, control us one way. Okay? Take it easy. Take a deep breath. Put the knife down. Put the knife down.
Here are photographs of the less lethal devices used by SWAT team officers. A total of 8 less lethal device rounds were deployed, which had no effect on the suspect. After more than 6 minutes of negotiating with the suspect, he jumped down from the roof, still armed with a knife. The suspect immediately stood up and attempted to run towards officers located to the west. This is when the officer-involved shooting occurred. Here's body-worn camera videos of the 2 involved officers. Here are still images taken from body-worn camera video of 2 officers showing the suspect still armed with a knife, standing up to run at an officer just prior to the shooting. Here's a photograph of the knife the suspect was armed with during this incident. The suspect, later identified as 44-year-old Tyson Cobb, was pronounced deceased at the hospital.
On the next video, police have released video footage capturing the pursuit and apprehension of suspects involved in a recent shooting in northwest Atlanta. According to Atlanta police, the incident occurred at 142 Joseph E. Lowry Boulevard around 5 p.m. on June 12th. 4 suspects in a blue Tesla were allegedly responsible for shooting a 29-year-old man in the abdomen and hand. The victim, who remained alert and conscious, was transported to the hospital for treatment.
Yes, I do have a secondary unit, if I can call it.
Phoenix, we got it. We got it.
Started on Peters, go ahead, westbound on Peters. Westbound on the Whitehall, coming up the Oak. Long lanes of travel, gonna be going 70 plus, still on Whitehall.
Heavy traffic over here, y'all. Heavy traffic over here. Almost 41, we are still south on Whitehall, crossing over 48.
Heavy traffic over here, y'all. Heavy traffic over here. Almost 41, we are still south on Whitehall, crossing over 48.
60 miles wrong, travel here, back on the right side. Green state. Nice traffic over here. 41 Team, you're going to pitch, man. Hey, just crossed over Lee. Still on Whitehall, you got heavy.
Switch to the other zone. Phoenix should be the only one talking on this radio. We're still on Lee. 41, spinning out.
Gonna be, Lee, just gain control,
Spinning out. It's gonna be, right on Lee. He just gained control, we gained control. Continuing on Lee, the vehicle is slowing down. Still with it. Just stopping in the middle of the intersection. The vehicle has stopped. Gonna be on Lee and Oakland. Lee and Oakland, you got a driver running out, I'll stay with the driver.
Hey, coming up on your six, Hands! Don't you move. Hands up. You're gonna crawl over this seat with your hands up. You understand me? Let's go. Crawl now.
You don't crawl, you'll get taken.
On the ground. Don't you move. Hands down.
Hey, you got him? I'm gonna go him.
Don't you move. I swear to God.
Hey, are you good?
Stand by.
I got a question.
Go.
I got a question.
But it's not question time. It's not talking time. Any guns in the car? Come over here. Scoot, I don't give a what you gotta do. Let's go. Don't move. Face down. Don't move. Face down. Don't move. Stop moving. Yeah.
Black pants, black sneakers.
I got cuffs.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't know.
No, you're not. You're good. Got him. Where at?
During the arrest, 2 suspects were apprehended at the scene, while the driver attempted to flee on foot, but was quickly captured. A firearm was recovered from the driver during the arrest. A 4th suspect, who had initially escaped police, was later identified and taken into custody outside of the jurisdiction.
He's good. He's good.
The Atlanta Police Department provided the following list of suspects and their charges. Kentavious Campbell, 18, charged with aggravated assault, aggravated battery, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, eluding police, obstruction, and reckless driving. Elijah Griffin, 17, charged with aggravated assault, aggravated battery, and carrying a pistol under the age of 18. Isaiah Grimes, 22, charged with aggravated assault, aggravated battery, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Jaden Chapman, 23, charged with aggravated assault, aggravated battery, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, and use of a firearm by a felon during the commission of a crime. Body cam footage released Friday depicts a controversial traffic stop involving rapper Feezy LeBron in South Los Angeles, sparking widespread attention on social media. The video captures a Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputy threatening LeBron, who was unarmed and seated inside his car in Gardena on December 31st. In the footage, the deputy can be heard stating, "If you take off in this car, I'm going to shoot you. I'm going to make it super easy on you. You put this car in drive, you're getting one right to the chest." The incident escalated quickly, leading to public outcry and concern over the deputy's aggressive behavior. According to LeBron, he was using his cell phone while parked in a lot on the 14900 block of Crenshaw Boulevard when two deputies approached and asked him to exit his vehicle. The situation intensified as one deputy attempted to physically remove LeBron from the driver's seat, while another threatened to use pepper spray if he did not comply.
Hi, what are you doing? Stop. All right, I'm just gonna spray him, dude. Watch out. Yeah, all right. I'm just gonna spray you. Get out. Get out or you're getting sprayed. Get out or you're getting sprayed. Get out. Reach around. You take off in this car, I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna make it super easy on you. You put this car in drive, you're getting one right to the chest. I don't care what you got. I don't care if you got bullshit on you. But guess what, bro? Now you gotta deal with it. But if you pull some bullshit, you're gonna take one to the chest. Absolutely. Absolutely. If you don't listen, you're done. You understand me? Gardena, Lawndale Unit out 10-6. Unit comply or no?
Comply with?
If you move your hands from right there, you're in trouble.
So you gonna shoot me? I'm sitting in the car, bro.
14809 Crenshaw, Wheat Shop parking lot.
I'm sitting in the car.
Move your hands from right there, and you're done.
So I'm under arrest or what, bro? You got guns on
You are most definitely 1,050% detained. And if you do anything other than what you're doing right now, then you're gonna have some major consequences to deal with.
For what?
I'm gonna make it super simple for you.
For what?
It's already been explained to you.
For what?
Already been explained to you.
Subsequently, the confrontation escalated further as the deputy aimed a handgun at LeBron, who remained seated with his hands raised, questioning why lethal force was being threatened against him. The video shows LeBron eventually complying with the deputy's demands and stepping out of his vehicle, leading to his arrest.
You gonna step out of the car now or no?
Am I under arrest?
You're detained and you're gonna step out of the vehicle.
For what?
Right now, if you refuse to comply to our commands and our lawful orders as policemen, you're gonna be placed under arrest and you will go to jail and I will tow this car.
That's crazy.
You gonna comply or no? Because right now you already resisted my partner by ripping your hand away.
Your partner came and opened my door by himself.
Step out and comply to him.
Your partner came and opened my door.
Oh, shit. You're gonna leave your fingers tight. You on probation or parole or what? Alright. Nope. Got it, thank you. We don't need it. I know, but I don't need the consent. Thank you. Hey, units come into the weed shop. You can slow your roll. We're good. Thank you. Is your ID on you or no? Or is it in your car? Where is it? I know you said it 50 times, dude. I get it. Unfortunately for you, you shouldn't smoke so much weed in your car, and then we wouldn't have to search you.
I didn't smoke no weed in my car. I have weed in my car. I didn't smoke no weed in my car. It's not legal.
Do you have like injury issues or what?
In response to the incident, the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department acknowledged the deputy's use of pepper spray and drawing of his firearm, as well as unprofessional language. They stated that a complaint had been filed by LeBron, prompting an investigation into the deputy's conduct. Following the incident, LeBron was not arrested, but instead issued a citation for a missing license plate. The release of the body cam footage has raised significant concerns regarding law enforcement tactics and treatment of individuals during routine stops, highlighting ongoing discussions about accountability and use of force within policing practices. For the last video, the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department has provided further details regarding a recent officer-involved shooting that resulted in the death of a suspect on the east side of the city. The incident occurred in the early hours of Friday, August 25th, at an apartment complex near Lake Mead Boulevard and Pecos Road. Assistant Sheriff Sasha Larkin identified the suspect as 25-year-old Sandra Lopez Ochoa, who had allegedly assaulted her brother inside the apartment. Both the brother and Lopez Ochoa had called LVMPD dispatch to report the domestic disturbance.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you about.
Oh, okay. So, it was just really him. I'm sorry. Not, like, touch the gun or something? Like, yeah, just keep it in.
It's actually on his holster. It's something that...
Just moments into the interaction, the suspect suddenly grabs a knife and attempts to harm the officer, aiming a strike at the top of his head. In response, accompanying shots are fired at the suspect to protect him. The footage captured the moment of the attack, showing the officer visibly stunned and reaching for his head, realizing he had been injured. He was swiftly taken to UMC Trauma for medical treatment and is currently recovering at home with his family.
No, I'm asking.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it here. I'm just resting my hand. I'm not holding my gun. It's not even on the gun. I'm just holding it on the gun.
You can clearly see the knife outlined on the video here. It is identified. She is Sandra Lopez Ochoa. She was a 25-year-old Hispanic female adult. She was 5 foot 10 inches, weighing 450 pounds. She is photographed here to my left. Lopez Ochoa was armed with a knife. You can see the knife here. The suspect charges, had she survived, would have been battery, strangulation, attempt murder on a first responder, and assault with a deadly weapon on a first responder.
And that concludes our journey through the world of viral police encounters. What did you think of these incidents? Do you believe they shed light on important issues, or do they simply fuel social media outrage? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay tuned for more intriguing explorations into the digital tapestry of our world. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious.